Ukrainian Marines pull off the impossible, ambush Russians and clear the route for withdrawal. Building on the earlier success in reducing contingent in Myrnohrad, Ukrainian forces launched the second phase of a withdrawal operation designed to preserve manpower while maintaining control of the broader front. Believing they could seize the moment, Russian forces surged forward only to walk straight into a coordinated ambush by Ukrainian Marines, drones and air power that turned their advance into a costly trap.
Гранату готуй, блядь! Граната! Заряджай!
The Ukrainian decision to pull forces back from the southern sector of Minorad occurred, recognizing that continued resistance there would risk encirclement as Russian troops attacked simultaneously from both east and west. The Ukrainian 35th Marine Brigade was tasked with the most dangerous part of the operation, holding the flanks long enough for the main Ukrainian grouping to disengage and reposition to the northern part of the town. On the eastern side, Russian infiltration groups continued to push forward from Novoekonomichny under the false impression that Ukrainians were either fully withdrawing or that Russian forces controlled way more territory than they actually did. Russian troops advanced casually until walking directly into Ukrainian ambushes set by the Marines, with machine gun fire cutting them down as Ukrainian drone teams monitored their movement. Even when the first Russian was killed, the next one still had no idea, underlining the attack of Russian drone observation over one of the main direct routes into Myrnohrad.
Пидор!
On the western side, Russian attempts focused on the railway line before Rivne, where the thicker tree lines provided cover for small infantry teams trying to penetrate Myrnohrad from the west. They intended to enter the town from an unexpected direction and cut off the Ukrainian withdrawal, as the Russians attempted to close the pincers from both flanks at once. The 35th Marine Brigade responded with extensive drone use, deploying FPV drones to strike infiltrators, octocopters to drop explosive charges on groups moving between tree lines, and thermal vision drones to detect concealed soldiers at night. Russian troops attempting to hide in buildings or bushes were easily tracked from above, with Ukrainian operators destroying them before they could disrupt the withdrawal. Amid Russian infiltrations aimed at cutting off the withdrawal from southern Minorad, Ukrainian air power played a critical role in preventing enemy attempts. To prevent Russians from targeting the soldiers with drones, Ukrainian F-16s targeted the Kapitolna mine, a key Russian foothold and drone operator hub. Several GBU-39 bombs struck the site, inflicting substantial losses in infantry, equipment, and drone assets. A second strike followed on the western flank, where two Ukrainian Su-27s dropped JDAM guided bombs on a building used by Russian troops preparing to isolate a Ukrainian group, destroying the structure and the enemy assault group inside completely. These decisive measures gave the Ukrainian command the time and space needed to re-establish defensive lines further north and conduct the successful withdrawal. The Russian command reacted in its usual contradictory fashion, claiming initially that the Ukrainians had failed to withdraw and that they had successfully cut everyone off. Just hours later, however, these same sources declared that they had taken southern Myrnohrad, an admission that directly contradicted their earlier statements. If Ukrainian forces had supposedly failed to withdraw, the Russians could not have taken the area without a major battle. Yet no such footage or reports existed. This inconsistency revealed that the Ukrainian withdrawal had proceeded according to plan and that Russian control of southern Minorad was achieved only after Ukrainian forces had already repositioned northward. Meanwhile, World War III fears erupt as NATO scrambles jets after Putin unleashes Morning of Hell on Ukraine. Vladimir Putin's forces plunged the Ukrainian capital into darkness and cut water supplies in massive missile and drone strikes. NATO state Poland scrambled fighter jets early today as Russia subjected Kiev to one of the most intense attacks of the entire war. At least 3 were killed and 15 wounded as Vladimir Putin's forces plunged the Ukrainian capital into darkness and cut water supplies with massive missile and drone strikes on key electricity infrastructure and residential buildings.
Лево смотри! Держу! Прострел! Право пошел! Держу!
Russia's use of Tu-95MS strategic bomber aircraft led to Allied warplanes patrolling regions close to the Ukrainian border in connection with the attack by the Russian Federation, which is carrying out strikes on facilities located on the territory of Ukraine. Military aviation is operating in Polish airspace, said a statement from Warsaw's operational headquarters. The operational command of the Polish Armed Forces has activated the necessary forces and resources at his disposal. Fighter jets have been scrambled, and ground-based air defense and radar reconnaissance systems have reached readiness. These actions are preventive in nature and are aimed at securing and protecting the airspace, especially in the areas adjacent to the threatened regions.